Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Here's 3rd and 6. In motion right, that's Hardman.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one. Your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Boston Scott, his first carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes fighting Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. A really nice drive.
Extra play by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to clear out from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They go play action with Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
And an Eagle first down.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought was surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down, sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Mahomes to throw once more. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Extra point by Baker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 76 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get this up to about the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 28. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18
yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
McKinnon is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. And it has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Baker is on target.
And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Once again, it's Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
And they'll run it here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Ball at a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, for most of us, that is taking a big risk in the fourth quarter of a tie game. But this is a head coach that has absolute confidence in his offense. And they repay that trust by not just getting a first down, but getting big yardage as well.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
Here's Swift.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
Second down, goal to go. One more time with Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here comes second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's Pacheco once again.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes finding Kelsey.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes will throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We say off the track, but not all interceptions are created equally. That was a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner. I know on that last play they were so backed up that we were taking a miracle and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play and neither side was going to exit until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. Defense on the back end, right up the line all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City. All the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mahomes now to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And he lost the football. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Recovered by the offense.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now Tannehill.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The offense is always trying to be they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game. You have the defense starting to anticipate the call.
It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. The Spears with another carry.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a 1st drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Gonna look deep here for Pacheco.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12. To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle, he's got the tight end, Wesco. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They try to run for the 1st with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Henry. Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
The last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 after 33 yards.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
In motion right is Tony.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over possession here at the 44.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 61 yards.
And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Tannehill looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
They're going to bring it out of the end zone.
Good looking return set up here. Mecole Hardman. He might score. He will score.
be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Third down, Edward. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and kicked up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.